Hey, today I'm working on a plasma cutter. It's a Miller 125C, and it comes with this ICE 12C torch here. And while this is working now, it's not working very well. It's putting out a jagged cut, so I'm going to tune it up a little. We've got this consumables kit, which comes with these parts here. And so I'm going to take the old parts off and install these new ones to see if it cuts better. I've got a piece of steel here that I'm going to test it with, and you can see how jagged the cut was. It worked perfectly in the last application because I wanted a really jagged cut. I was cutting a Sasquatch figure, wind vane, and I needed it to look like fur, and so conveniently it cut very rough and looked like fur without anything. So I'm going to keep the original setup here in case I ever need to do that again. But I would like it to cut smooth because that's, well, most of the time you want a smooth cut. So I'm going to get into that now. I'll show you. I'm going to take this one apart. And it's in kind of rough condition, I believe. This was sort of how it came to me. So here's the, I think they call it the drag cup. And I'm going to open this kit up here. And I'll just compare the pieces one at a time. Here's a new drag cup. Let's see. They look, in this case they look okay. The old one seems okay. The hole is not all ragged out. Like I've got some other ones that came around in the kit. You can see how rough and ragged the hole is there. And some of these other ones that were, that came with it. So I don't know why they even keep these around, but these are two of the rough ones. And so I'm going to be replacing this with this new one just to see. And then this is the tip right here. Let's see, I'm going to unscrew this whole piece. This is called the retaining cup. And there's the tip. You can see it's here's a new tip. The hole is quite a bit smaller on the new one than the old one. The old one's kind of oblonged and kind of burned out. So this just pops out from the front there. There's an O-ring I see there. There's some lubricant here that I'm going to use to lubricate these O-rings. So this is the new part versus the old one. And I'll get close-ups of these too before I put it back together. And this here is the electrode. You can see how crazy that thing is eaten up. And here's a new one out of the kit here. You can see the new one has like a little white ceramic liner and a very fine hole. So I'm kind of got my hopes up now after seeing this electrode's all burned out compared to that. It's definitely going to work a lot better, or hopefully, anyway. So there's those parts there. I'll zoom in on those if you want to take a closer look. So anyway, here's some other electrodes that were included with the machine. They all kind of look like the same kind of blown out hole there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this, open this up here, and put this back together and see how it does. There's also this piece here, which I might as well go ahead and change. I don't see anything wrong with the old one, but this one just looks really nice, and why not? I'll change all of this stuff, new stuff that I have There's also an O-ring in the kit, but this O-ring here looks to be okay to me, so I'm going to leave that alone. There's a warning on this oil about not getting it on your hands, so I'll try to get it off, keep it off my hands. So it looks like this torch has been around a lot and been abused before I ever came to own it. And let's see, there's an O-ring. That's the plunger. Right there, spring-loaded plunger. So I'll put that in there. Plunger's working good, it's not locked up. Then I'll put the tip on there. And I'll insert this new piece on. But wait, this goes on first. Yeah, there we go. And don't want to over tighten it, I've read. Alright, cool. So I'm going to do a test cut now on this Sasquatch pattern. First thing I'm going to do is brighten up a spot for my ground. And so I want to test it compared. This is the same, this is basically the cut I had before when I cut the last Sasquatch out. So we'll see how the new consumables do. I'm going to be just cutting this little piece off here to see how it works. Wow, that's a big difference. So I wanted to show you a difference in these are the new consumable pieces, and these are the ones I replaced.